We are getting closer and closer with every day to 10 of Swords. And so Wolverine came out today, Wolverine number 5. By the way, Wolverine number 4 was one of my very favorite books that I've read all year long. I could not recommend it more strongly than I already have in my review that I wrote. I also really liked X-Men number 11. It's really starting to turn out to be... It's getting closer to what I was hoping for. So that being said, very hopeful for what's to come. Like I said, today, I'm recording this ahead of time. Today is Wednesday. Wolverine number 5 came out today. And, here's an article. It's, the only one I could really find about these white pages at the very end. We're talking about the preview pages. So this is from Bleeding Cool. It says, Wolverine number 5 and New Mutants number 12. Comic books give the X-Men schedule for September going forward. They unsurprisingly make the kickoff issue of 10 of Swords, X-Men Creation number 1 as a red book, which showrunner Jonathan Hickman has indicated that means it is to be considered an essential book to pick up for those following the Dawn of X Krakoan storyline. All of the really big books, and we're talking about the ones that have shattered and changed the continuity of X-Men, have had those red indicators on them. We're talking about the book that immediately comes to mind was whichever book it was. I guess it was maybe House number 2. I don't know exactly the number, but it was the one where it shows the many lives of Moira McTaggart. And I'm sitting here looking at it, but I'm actually looking at it in the form of the House and Powers omnibus, so to speak, the hardback. And it says at the very beginning of that book, I have a new word for the lexicon of man, Krakoa. And in the future, when you speak it, make sure you do so softly and with a proper deference, for we will be listening. Magneto. That was that was right after the page when he told all of the humans, you have new gods now. God, I love this series, and I'm talking about House and Power. So going back to this article, really looking forward to a couple of these things to come. Juggernaut is one of them, so this is part of the article as well. I'll continue on with it. They also confirm that the delayed and rescheduled Juggernaut limited series is to be considered part of the Dawn of X storyline, which hadn't been clear until now. Which, by the way, fantastic. That's actually really good. The artist on Juggernaut is a badass. Really looking forward to that book. So here's the new schedule. I can also scotch some rumors that the Dawn of X series New Mutants is ending with 13. Like X Factor, it is skipping a month in November while all of the 10 of Swords stuff goes down and will return in December. We will always try and ask the questions, though. Oh, yes. Bleeding Cool, you will always try and ask the questions, of course. Maybe I won't even show the fact, like my screenshot or whatever. I may just show these screenshots of the schedule itself. It looks good. I may skip some of these books. Oh, tell me if I'm a bad person for skipping a couple of these. I'll read them all. I'm supposed to, right? We're talking about 10 of Swords. I'm the channel that's covering it, so let's do it. Let's read every single issue. I may just tell you a little bit of what happens, and I'm definitely not going to do a review on every single book, right? So this article continues to go on, and it said, here's a Juggernaut preview to be getting on with. To be getting on with. Oh, that's so British, isn't it? Here's a Juggernaut preview to be getting on with. Okay. I mean, look, hey, we all speak different in different countries. This is Rich Johnston speak. You can fill in the Krakoan backgrounds yourself if you want. That's cute. So it's just, it looks like it's not a fully done. Yeah, this is a sketch that was posted on the internet from Juggernaut number 1. It looks good. Looks fantastic. So both of these books, the important books that I'm looking forward to, they both come out on September 23rd, 2020. That's going to be 21 days away from today. Fantastic. Looks like some good days to come. Hey, let me know. Yeah, what do you think about this? 10 of Swords. Which books are you picking up? I'm going to go back to this this white page here. Krakoa is for all mutants. Today, hey guys, I skipped. Y'all know I'm not really liking Cable. I skipped number 4. I skipped New Mutants number 12. Wolverine number 5. I haven't read it yet. Oh, I feel like such a jerk. I'm going to check it out tonight before I go to sleep. I'm going to read it. I'm going to do the review probably this weekend and have that up. Let you know what I think. I'm sure it's awesome. I'm loving everything that Benjamin Percy is doing. Please don't hit me, but I have not been reading Hellions. I am going to have to check out number 4 though next week because it is part of the part of what's going to be going down. I'm going to be reading all of these moving forward. Hellions and Marauders are next week with X Factor and X Force. That is 4 Dawn of X books in the same week. The big one for me is going to be X Force, of course. Really loving that title. Like I said, Ben Percy is just killing it. Absolutely just killing it. Those of you who've been watching my channel, I really like the more serious writing. I just do, I'm not into jokes. I'm not into, I don't know. I just, let's create a serious world here. I don't know. Look, hey, I know in the past, some of these books, are looking back into it. I guess it was some jokes happening in X Factor. I understand. It's just not my style, so kind of steer clear of that. I'm really looking forward to Giant Size X-Men Storm number 1. From what I can see and tell, all of this has been leading up to this issue. There's a lot that has to do with this. There's a lot behind this, a lot of theories. It looks like we're going to have to go into the world, right? So if you remember Phantom X from Giant Size X-Men Phantom X, I did a kind of a brief review on that. I wasn't really fond of that book overall. I thought it was okay. It was the best of the Giant Size books so far. I'll have to say that. It really was. And it really paved the way for this Storm book that's going to be coming out. In the very first one, Jean Grey and Emma Frost, we found out that Storm got a virus from the Children of the Vault. And so in this one, I feel like they've already pretty much said it in Phantom X. We're going to have to, because they have an advantage. The Children of a Vault can kind of twist time, and they can go into the vault and just kind of put themselves into a time dilation device. When you think about that, it'd be like, if you walk into a chamber and all of a sudden it's like the Chronicles of Narnia, right? You walk into Narnia and like years go by. You can live 20 years and gather all of this wisdom, and then when you walk back out, hell, you're the same age as you were when you got in there, right? That's what we're talking about. Children of the Vault are that powerful that they have this resource at their advantage where they can dilate time at that kind of essential factor. It kind of, what was it? What do they play with time dilation devices at the end of the Stargate series when they were messing around with the little spider androids or whatever? God, it's been so long since I've watched that. But yeah, they trapped him in a time dilation device. And so this is kind of going to be that similar thing, but the world operates at a similar kind of frequency. We can distort time inside of the world. So, Phantom X, it looks like at the end of that, was guiding them into the world where he was raised. It's another place where they can dilate time to find a way to cure Storm of this virus that they gave her, that had this time destruction table of 30 days that Storm had to live. So they've got to fix her, and they're going to use the world to do it. So it's going to be a cool book. I'm looking forward to that. It's a lot is read up to this, and then X-Men number 12 comes out on the 16th, same day as Excalibur 12, and then and of course Giant Size X-Men Storm. So that's 3 books on that day. Luckily for us, we only have 2 on September 23rd. That's going to be Juggernaut number 1 and 10 of Swords Creation number 1. I'm going to read all of them from that point forward. Once we get into the event, I've decided. I may not be a huge fan of some of the writing that's going down, but look, there's something for everyone in this series. As kind of corresponding with some of these writers on Twitter, and that's kind of what I had to say to Benjamin Percy. You know, he said something about the writing and him enjoying it and appreciating all the fans reading it. And, you know, I told him, yeah, I'm really enjoying, honestly, really enjoying X Factor and Wolverine the most, you know, but there is something for everyone. You know, I prefer a more somber tone to my writing. I can tell by following his Twitter account, he's a more somber person anyway, you know. Anyway, what do y'all think? Which books are your favorite? What are you going to be reading? Come on, Ten of Swords. At least pick up some of these books. At least this red book here, and Giant Size X-Men Storm. I mean, look, I know a few people have dropped off of this, and people continue to kind of leave comments, and they say, "Hey, look, I kind of dropped away from all of these titles." I get it, you know. Some of them haven't been up to what I really, really would prefer in writing, but hey, some of them are really good, and they're really worth following. So, you know, like I said, there's something for everyone in this series. Let me know what you think. Am I a complete idiot for staying on board with this, or am I a complete idiot for dropping some of these titles that you like? Let me know in the comments below. Like I always say, look, guys, go pick up some comics, even if they're not the comics that I like. Heck, make your way into your local comic shop. You are the gateway into comics. Have a great day.